Ladies and gentlemen, humanity was created to love. This truth lies at the very foundation of existence, resonating in the depths of your being and guiding you toward a life of purpose and fulfillment. Love is not a fleeting emotion or a romanticized ideal. It is the essence of life itself, the force that binds all creation together. It is present in the quiet moments of connection, the selfless acts of kindness, and the courage to forgive and heal. Yet as I observe you, I see how often love is overshadowed by fear, pride, and division. These shadows cloud your judgment and lead you astray from the path you were meant to walk. Fear grips your heart and whispers lies about your inadequacy, convincing you to guard yourself against others. Pride builds walls around you, isolating you from those who could teach you, support you, or share in your joys. Division, born of misunderstanding and prejudice, fosters hostility and blinds you to the common humanity you all share. You were not meant to live this way. You were not created to walk alone, consumed by distrust or rivalry. Love was meant to be your guiding principle, your compass in every decision, and your foundation in every relationship. It is through love that you discover your truest self, for love calls forth the best in you, the courage to be vulnerable, the strength to be patient, and the grace to embrace others despite their flaws. Love requires action. It is not merely a word to be spoken or a feeling to be experienced. It is a choice, deliberate and intentional, to act with compassion and kindness even when it is difficult. Love is in the small gestures that often go unnoticed: a listening ear for a friend in need, a word of encouragement to someone struggling, or a moment of patience when frustration threatens to take over. These acts, though seemingly small, carry immense power. They ripple outward, touching lives you may never know and creating a chain of goodness that extends far beyond your immediate reach. True love is unconditional. It does not seek reward, recognition, or reciprocation. It does not withhold itself based on circumstances or expectations. Instead, it gives freely, knowing that in giving it multiplies. When you love unconditionally, you reflect the divine nature within you, for I have loved you without condition, without reservation, and without end. But I also understand that love can be challenging. It can be met with rejection, misunderstood, or even taken for granted. Yet this is the nature of love. It is an act of faith. To love is to trust in its transformative power, even when its effects are not immediately visible. Every act of love sows a seed, and though you may not always see the harvest, trust that it grows, nourished by the light you have shared. You must also learn to love yourself, for how can you give freely to others what you withhold from your own soul? Loving yourself is not an act of vanity or selfishness. It is an acknowledgement of your worth, a recognition that you are a creation of infinite value. When you embrace yourself with kindness, you open your heart to receive and extend that same kindness to others. Love has the power to heal the deepest wounds and bridge the widest divides. It transcends language, culture, and circumstance, uniting hearts in ways that defy explanation. It is the universal language of the soul, understood by all and offered to all. When you choose to love, you break the chains of fear and hatred, and you illuminate the path to peace and unity. So I ask you to return to the truth of your creation. Let love be your guide, your strength, and your purpose. Open your heart to the world, and in doing so, you will find that love is not only the gift you give, but the greatest gift you receive. The power of choice is one of the greatest gifts given to humanity. It is a profound responsibility, one that allows you to shape your life and the world around you. With every decision you make, no matter how small it may seem, you are exercising this power. Each choice creates ripples that extend far beyond your immediate reach, touching lives, shaping futures, and defining the kind of person you are becoming. This ability to choose is what sets you apart, granting you the freedom to grow, to learn, and to change. Choice is a privilege, but it is also a challenge. Life is full of options, paths, and crossroads, and not all of them lead to good outcomes. Sometimes the easier path is not the right one, and sometimes the right choice is the hardest to make. Fear, doubt, and selfish desires can cloud your judgment, pulling you away from what you know in your heart to be true and good. Yet it is in these moments of uncertainty that your capacity to choose becomes most meaningful. Every choice reflects your values and priorities. When you choose kindness over cruelty, patience over frustration, or generosity over greed, you're actively shaping the world into a better place. These choices may seem small, helping a stranger, offering a word of encouragement, or listening to someone in need, but their impact is immeasurable. Such acts create a chain reaction of goodness, inspiring others to act with the same compassion and humanity. In this way, your choices contribute to a collective movement toward love and understanding. At the same time, your choices reveal your character. They are a testament to who you are and who you aspire to be. Every time you choose humility over pride, you honor the humanity in yourself and others. Every time you choose forgiveness over resentment, you release yourself from the burden of anger and create space for healing. These are not always easy decisions, but they are the ones that allow you to grow into the person you were created to be. However, with great power comes great responsibility. The choices you make do not exist in isolation, they have consequences. Some of these are immediate, while others unfold slowly over time, shaping your relationships, your community, and even the world. A choice made in anger or selfishness can cause harm, while a choice made with love and consideration can bring healing and unity. Understanding the weight of your decisions is key to using your power wisely. The freedom to choose also carries with it the possibility of failure, but failure is not the end. It is an opportunity to learn, to reflect, and to grow. Mistakes are a natural part of life, and they do not define you unless you let them. What truly matters is how you respond to them, whether you choose to dwell in regret or rise with renewed determination to do better. In every failure lies a lesson, and in every lesson lies the potential for growth. It is important to remember that while you cannot always control the circumstances you face, you can always control your response. This is the essence of choice, the ability to rise above your circumstances and act in accordance with your values and your vision for a better world. Even in the face of adversity, you have the power to choose hope over despair, courage over fear, and love over hatred. Your choices also have the power to inspire. When you act with integrity and compassion, you set an example for others to follow. You show them that it is possible to make decisions that uplift, unite, and heal. In this way, your choices become a source of light, guiding others toward their own capacity for goodness. Never underestimate the significance of your choices. Each one, no matter how small, is an opportunity to honor the divine spark within you and to contribute to the creation of a better world. Choose wisely, choose courageously, and choose with love. In doing so, you will not only transform the world, but also discover the fullness of life and the joy of living with purpose. To all who walk this earth, understand this: you are seen, you are known, and you are loved beyond measure. No matter the burdens you carry, no matter the struggles you face, you are not forgotten. Life can be challenging, filled with trials that seem too heavy to bear, yet you are never truly alone. In your weariness, there is a quiet strength growing within you, a resilience that is more profound than you may realize. To those who are weary and burdened, hear these words: your pain matters. Your tears, though often shed in silence, are not unseen. The struggles you face are not a mark of failure, but a testament to your endurance. You may feel that the weight of the world rests on your shoulders, that the challenges before you are insurmountable, but you are stronger than you think. Strength does not always roar. Sometimes it is found in the quiet persistence of taking one more step forward, even when the path is unclear. When you feel lost, remember that there is always hope. Hope is not naive or blind. It is a choice to believe that there is light even in the darkest moments. It is the quiet assurance that better days lie ahead, even when the present feels overwhelming. Hope is a flame that cannot be extinguished, no matter how fierce the storms may seem. Hold on to it, for it will guide you through the shadows and into the dawn. For those who carry power and privilege, your role is no less vital. With great blessings come great responsibilities. You have been entrusted with resources, influence, and opportunities that can bring about meaningful change. Use them not for personal gain, but for the betterment of others. The measure of your life will not be the wealth you accumulate or the accolades you receive, but the impact you make on the lives of those around you. It is easy to be consumed by the pursuit of success, to believe that power is a reflection of your worth. But true greatness lies not in what you take for yourself, but in what you give to others. Your influence is a tool for healing, for building bridges where there are divides, and for uplifting those who have been overlooked or forgotten. Seek not to elevate yourself, but to elevate others. In doing so, you will discover a deeper sense of fulfillment and purpose. Compassion is not weakness, it is the essence of humanity. To feel deeply for others, to extend kindness even when it is undeserved, is a reflection of the divine within you. When you choose to listen to someone's story, when you offer a helping hand without expecting anything in return, you create ripples of goodness that extend far beyond what you can say. Let your heart be open to the needs of those around you. Look beyond the surface, beyond appearances and assumptions, and see the shared humanity that binds you together. Each person you encounter is carrying a burden, just as you are. Each is walking their own journey, facing battles you may never know. Extend grace, for grace has the power to heal wounds and restore hope. And remember, no act of compassion is too small. A kind word, a moment of patience, a gesture of understanding, these are seeds that, once planted, grow into something far greater than themselves. You may never fully see the impact of your kindness, but trust that it is there, making a difference in ways you cannot measure. To all, whether weary or strong, whether burdened or blessed, know that you are connected. Your lives are intertwined in ways both visible and invisible. When you uplift one person, you uplift humanity. When you extend love to another, you affirm the sacredness of life. The burdens of the world can be lightened not by one, but by many working together in compassion and unity. In every moment, you have the choice to contribute to healing or to harm, to divide or to unite. Choose compassion, choose understanding, and choose to see the humanity in others. In doing so, you honor not only them, but also the divine light within yourself. The world you inhabit is a gift, an intricate masterpiece of creation that has been entrusted to your care. Every mountain, river, forest, and ocean reflects the beauty of its design, existing in harmony to sustain life. The air you breathe, the water you drink, and the ground beneath your feet are all part of this miraculous system, woven together with purpose and balance. Yet, as I look upon this world, I see how often its beauty is neglected, its resources exploited, and its fragility overlooked. You were given this earth not to dominate or destroy, but to nurture and protect. It is a home shared by all living beings, and it depends on your stewardship to thrive. Every action you take, no matter how small, leaves a mark on this planet. The choices you make, what you consume, how you dispose of waste, and how you use resources have consequences that extend far beyond your immediate surroundings. What you do today shapes the world for future generations. The earth speaks to you in whispers and signs. It calls out through the rustling of leaves, the gentle flow of rivers, and the song of birds. These are reminders of the interconnectedness of all life, of the delicate balance that sustains you. Yet when you ignore these calls, when forests are felled without thought, when oceans are polluted, and when the air is choked with smoke, the earth suffers. This suffering is not separate from your own, for the health of the planet is intimately tied to your well-being. Caring for the earth begins with gratitude. Recognize the abundance it provides, the food that nourishes you, the water that sustains you, and the beauty that inspires you. These are not entitlements, but gifts given freely and generously. Gratitude compels you to treat these gifts with respect and humility, to take only what you need and to ensure that others too can share in their bounty. Sustainability is an act of love. When you choose to live in harmony with the earth, you honor the divine intention behind its creation. This means being mindful of your consumption, reducing waste, and seeking alternatives that minimize harm. It means supporting practices and systems that prioritize the health of the planet over short-term gains. These choices are not always easy, but they are necessary for the preservation of the world you call home. The responsibility to care for the earth extends beyond individuals. It is a collective duty. Communities, industries, and nations must work together to protect the environment and address the challenges it faces. This requires courage and collaboration, a willingness to set aside self-interest for the greater good. It requires innovation and creativity, harnessing the best of human ingenuity to find solutions that are sustainable and just. Yet while the challenges may seem overwhelming, there is hope. The earth is resilient, and with care and attention, it has the capacity to heal. The seeds you plant today, both literally and metaphorically, will grow into a future that is vibrant and thriving. Each tree you preserve, each effort you make to clean the water and air, each step you take to reduce waste contributes to this healing. These actions, though they may seem small, are part of a much larger tapestry of restoration. Remember, too, that you are not separate from the earth. Your body is made from its elements, and your life is sustained by its resources. The care you extend to the planet is, in essence, care for yourself and for all who share this world with you. When you protect the earth, you protect the generations yet to come, ensuring that they too can experience its wonder and abundance. Let your stewardship of the earth be a reflection of your highest values. Approach it with reverence and a sense of sacred duty. Let your actions be guided by love, not just for the world as it is, but for the world as it can be a place of harmony, beauty, and living life. In this way, you honor the trust that has been placed in you and fulfill your role as a caretaker of creation. The divisions you see among yourselves of race, religion, nationality, class, and countless others are not marks of your nature, but creations of your own hands. These lines you draw, these walls you build, were never part of the original design. Humanity was meant to exist as one family, diverse yet united, each individual unique yet equal. The differences you hold so tightly are not meant to separate you, but to complement and enrich your shared experience of life. Yet, as I observe, these divisions often lead to misunderstanding, fear, and even hatred. You define yourselves by what makes you different, rather than by the shared humanity that binds you together. This focus on separation creates conflict, distrust, and pain, fracturing communities and weakening the collective strength you possess. You are so much stronger together than apart, yet so often you allow superficial differences to obscure this truth. Unity does not mean uniformity. It is not necessary for everyone to look the same, think the same, or believe the same. Your differences are a source of beauty and strength. Each culture, tradition, and perspective adds to the richness of the world, creating a tapestry far more vibrant than any one thread could be on its own. Embracing this diversity does not dilute your identity, it enhances it, allowing you to see the world through a wider lens and to grow in understanding and compassion. At the heart of unity lies empathy. To truly connect with one another, you must first seek to understand. This means listening not just with your ears, but with your heart. It means setting aside judgment and opening yourself to the stories, experiences, and emotions of others. When you take the time to see the world from someone else's perspective, you begin to realize that their hopes, fears, and dreams are not so different from your own. This understanding is the foundation of compassion, and compassion is the bridge that spans the divide between you. Prejudice and judgment are learned behaviors born from fear and ignorance. They are not inherent to who you are. As children, you are born without bias, open to love and connection with anyone. It is only over time, through the influence of others, that you begin to adopt the divisions of the world around you. But just as these attitudes are learned, they can be unlearned. With effort and intention, you can let go of the biases that cloud your vision and replace them with acceptance and love. Forgiveness is also essential to unity. The wounds of the past, whether personal or collective, can be deep and painful, but they do not have to define the future. Forgiveness is not about excusing wrongdoing or forgetting pain. It is about freeing yourself from the burden of resentment and creating space for healing and reconciliation. When you choose to forgive, you release the hold that anger and bitterness have over you, allowing the possibility of rebuilding trust and connection. Building unity requires courage. It is not always easy to reach out to those who are different, to challenge prejudice, or to stand against systems that perpetuate division. Yet these actions are necessary if you are to create a world that reflects the truth of your shared humanity. It takes courage to admit when you are wrong, to extend a hand of friendship to someone who has wronged you, and to stand in solidarity with those who are marginalized or oppressed. Let your actions reflect your belief in the inherent worth and dignity of every person. Advocate for justice, speak out against discrimination, and create spaces where everyone feels valued and included. In doing so, you are not only building a more unified world, but also honoring the divine light that resides within every individual. Remember that unity begins with you. It starts in your heart, in your home, and in your community. Each small act of kindness, each moment of understanding, each effort to bridge a divide contributes to the greater whole. You have the power to create a ripple effect of unity, spreading love and connection wherever you go. Together as one family, you can build a world where differences are celebrated and humanity's shared bond is cherished above all. The divine spark resides in each of you, a flame of light and truth that connects you to the eternal. It is a gift that cannot be taken away, a reflection of the divine presence that is within you, around you, and in everything you see. Yet in the busyness and distractions of life, this spark is often overlooked or forgotten. To seek the divine is to rediscover that light, to recognize its presence not only within yourself, but also in others and in the world around you. The divine within you is a source of strength, love, and wisdom. It is the voice that guides you toward kindness, the force that compels you to seek justice, and the presence that comforts you in times of struggle. Yet to hear that voice and feel that presence, you must cultivate stillness. In the silence, when you settle the noise of the world and the chaos of your thoughts, you can begin to perceive the gentle whisper of the divine. This is not a distant or external force. It is as close as your breath, as constant as your heartbeat. Recognizing the divine within yourself is the first step toward living a life of purpose and meaning. It is an acknowledgement of your worth, your potential, and your connection to something greater than yourself. This understanding empowers you to act with integrity, compassion, and courage, knowing that you are a vessel for the light of love and truth. When you embrace this truth, you no longer seek validation from external sources, for you are rooted in the unshakable knowledge of your own value. But the divine is not found in isolation. It exists in the connections you share with others, in the relationships that shape your life. Each person you encounter carries the same spark within them, no matter their appearance, background, or beliefs. To see the divine in others is to recognize their dignity and worth, to honor the sacredness of their existence. This perspective transforms the way you interact with the world. It calls you to treat others with kindness, patience, and respect, even when it is difficult. The divine is also present in the beauty and wonder of creation. It speaks to you through the vastness of the sky, the rhythm of the waves, the intricacy of a single flower. These are reminders of the interconnectedness of all life, of the harmony and balance that sustains the universe. When you pause to appreciate the world around you, you are not only witnessing the divine, you are participating in it. This awareness fosters gratitude, a recognition that every moment, every breath is a gift. Seeking the divine is not about escaping the challenges of life, but about engaging with them more fully. It is about finding hope in despair, love in fear, and purpose in uncertainty. The divine is a wellspring of resilience, giving you the strength to face difficulties with grace and the courage to pursue what is right. It is not a promise of an easy path, but it is an assurance that you are never alone on the journey. To seek the divine is also to seek unity. The divine does not belong to one group, one religion, or one nation. It transcends all boundaries and definitions. It is the thread that weaves humanity together, reminding you that you are part of something far greater than yourself. When you act with this understanding, you contribute to the creation of a world where love, peace, and justice prevail. This search is not a destination, but a lifelong journey. It is a process of growth, of learning to see the world with clearer eyes and an open heart. Along the way, you will encounter moments of doubt, but these moments are part of the journey. They push you to ask deeper questions, to seek truth with greater determination, and to strengthen your connection to the divine. As you seek the divine, let it inspire your actions. Let it guide you to care for those in need, to protect the earth, and to build bridges where there are divides. Let it remind you of your interconnectedness and your shared purpose. In doing so, you honor the divine not only within yourself, but also in the world around you, becoming a light for others and a force for love and goodness.